Everything I do, even prescription drug prices, where they're down 4, 5, 600, think of it, 600%.
No, Donald. Price reductions cannot exceed 100%, as a 600% price drop would mean pharmacies are paying patients to take prescription drugs. Hello, everybody. My name is Phyllis. Last Wednesday, Donald gave a speech, and I am going to read parts of it. Every word. If you make one little mistake, one little exaggeration, they go after you with. Now, when Biden made mistakes, that's all he did is make mistakes. Nobody ever went after him. But all they talked about was the one. And that's why they call him the fake news. You know, it's just pretty bad. But they really do want you take a look at the facts. Biden and the radical left Democrats. I call them Dummocrats because their policies are so dumb. Dumb. You exchange the E with a U and nobody knows that dumb doesn't have a B. Dummocrats. I can't imagine. I didn't think about that 10 years ago when I started this whole situation. But the Dummocrats created the worst inflation in 48 years. They had the worst inflation. I inherited those high prices, just so you understand. I inherited them. You know, I was having dinner with a group of people, including Ruffin, and we were talking a lot of people, smart people, and beautiful waitress came over. I'm not allowed to say that today, but I'll say it anyway. She was beautiful. What can I say? She was beautiful in my place. Steak, good steak, by the way. So we're eating, and a beautiful young lady walks over and I said, "How you doing? Everything good?" "Sir, they're taxing me to death." I said, "Really? What are they taxing?" "They're taxing my tips." "Sir, they should have no tax on tips." I said, "Say it again. Say those words again." "Sir, they should have no tax on tips." I said, "Boy, that got me. I think that, Governor, I think that might have got me this massive victory that we had in the state." And I went out and we had those people. See all those people back there? The fake news. And in the middle of my meal, I gathered them together right outside the door to the steakhouse and I said, "Are you ready to go?" "Yes. Yes, sir. We're ready. The cameras. We will have no tax on tips." And it became an overnight sensation. That's how it happened, actually.